Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter World ICE. So last episode, we tackled Legiana, we opened up our way down into the Rotten Vale for further exploration, so we're going to work at doing that right now. Let me restock. Right, it is. Right, still getting a little bit better with the controls and everything. Okay, that over, that. Might as well put those over. There we go. Okay, we should be all set. So yeah, let's head up, talk to the 3rd Fleet Master, and see about heading down right into the Vale. As if the monster I think is next, this is a lot of people have it as like their favorite from World, and it's definitely one of my favorite fights from World.
Now is the time.
Right, let's try this again. Ready to make your ascent into the depths of the Rotten Vale? Yeah. I suppose we need to find a place safe enough for your department suitable for camp. There you shall resume your search for Zora Magdaros. And do not forget my request. You must think deeply. What is the Rotten Vale? I look forward to hearing what you come up with. Well then, off we go. Yeah, just one. Although it is weird, that's the only time I think they've ever asked you how many players you want to take with you for this step of the story. It's never been you have we're going to go off and then here's your little window in the top left there. But it kind of tells you that you know you're going for another hunt next. Just let it load in, and then we'll see where we're at. Oh, it's going to stars right here. Okay, so you know what? I am going to just eat while we're here. Yeah, skip that. Okay, so we'll take the Slinger Torch. We'll check the supply box for anything extras. I will take all the extra ammo, just so that way that's stuff we can sell. Oh, hang on a minute. This is... Yeah, this is the secondary camp. I thought you had to, find it first, but no, this one automatically gets made for you. Okay. Here's the Bright Moss. Not that I need it anymore, but... Yeah, and some people probably already know what we'll see in time here. Yeah, there's a little bit of Zora Magdaros trail, or...
Nothing can stop us.
I guess it's kind of best to call it slag, because it is
I'm going to.
Molten metal.
Here.
Yeah, and then this area at the depths of the Vale. God, the ceiling is even has a few bones and that's stuck and lodged in it to show you how it's just grown over time.
Is this a pool of acid? Yikes! Don't touch it.
Now this was one of the... I don't think anybody was expecting this at the bottom.
Look.
I mean, there is one other little area further in that we'll see, but well, come into high rank, we'll see it. Yeah, just how this all goes along. And there's quite a big drop, and, well, big fall off for a piece.
I know we've reached the bottom. But what happened to Zora Magdaros? There's no place else for it to go. I think we should split up and look.
There he is. Clifford, the big red dog. Yeah. Odo Garrett. This is definitely one of World's better fights. Even at low rank, you get the feeling this is how action-packed in that it can be when you go up against them.
What are you doing? Go!
And then, see, it's like that form of the slinger in a way that I feel like if they wanted to make another ranged weapon for Monster Hunter, that's a good base to work with. Have it so it's something like maybe a hybrid weapon. You attack to get slinger ammo, and then you can use the range portion.
We've got to help her. I hope she's okay.
But, yeah, then it sends you back to base camp, and you go out and find Odogaron again. So let's tackle him. He's definitely a fight where learning the patterns is crucial to hunting him safely and effectively. So there's all the stuff around here. Ooh, we're going to be tackling him in his den, though. So this is going to be tight quarters for a very quick combo monster. Like, when he's not enraged, he's not really too difficult to read, but once he does hit the rage point, he kind of becomes like Legiana was in a way, where you have a lot of combos and attacks you can go off with pretty quickly in a succession. Oh, there's a part break. Let me just see if I can get myself an opening to do a bit more. And he was also, I think, the only monster in base world to actually, like, use the bleed effect, or to inflict bleeding on you. I think, was it acidic lab? Yeah, it had the acidic labness would be able to inflict it as well, I think. Or was acidic more defense down? Oh. But yeah, there you're seeing Odie going nuts. That's where this just became such a good fight, where you really felt like you were having to time yourself pretty well with your actions to take him on properly. Nope. There's a part break. Nope. Okay, another part break the head. But yeah, this is what I love. Just this rounded, like, back and forth dance in a way where it's learning a monster's rhythm, learning, like, your openings, minding your timing, and just all adds together for a great feeling experience. I know it might be a little hard to watch with just, like, how it's all going all over the place, but if you played Monster Hunter World and you fought a Doggo, you kind of get a feeling for, like, that little rhythm, and once you zone into it, it just kind of keeps flowing over and over and over again through the entire fight. Just get rid of you guys so you're not a nuisance. I'm not sure what was going on there that I got in so many shots for free on him. There we go, tail break. Now, I know you can cut the tail off, but I don't have slicing ammo on this bowgun. And just keep getting some nice hits in. Yeah, so he's not enraged right now, which is why he's gone a little slower. But once he does enrage, get ready for him to go hyper mode again. Yeah, there we go, he's enraged. So get ready for the combos to come out quick and heavy. I I think a Dogron would probably be the monster I'd say is almost like your introduction to what to expect from, like, high rank when it does arrive. His damage is definitely, I think, still low rank levels, but the speed of his combos and just, like, how much ground he'll cover is a good warm-up for what's going to be later on. And then this is another nice thing, is like the rebound attack, where although he does flinch, he follows that up immediately with a strike back. Okay, I gotta be careful using spread here. Because, yeah, that's a big recoil. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he's off and limping. I mean, he's going to go through the little shortcut there, but he just pops up on the other side there, so I don't know. Yeah, there he is. So I don't think was really needed to have him do that. I'm just going to get a little bit of items and let him go to sleep, and then we'll do the Rude Awakening tactic. But yeah, Odogaron was definitely a highlight for Rise's fights. Or, sorry, World's fights. I can see why he didn't really come back in Rise and Sunbreak, because he does feel pretty tied to the Rotten Vale as an environment. His design, to me, kind of reminds me of, like, if you've ever seen vultures, the way the head is almost like there's no feathering or that to them, that kind of is the same vibe I get for Odogaron, and because like he's going into so much carrion in that, maybe it's like a way to avoid possible parasites or things like that off of being like on so many monster carcasses. Oh, poor guy's tired. Let's see if we can knock him out. Oh. Yeah, let's see if we can give you a lights out. And since he's just down like this, you put up a good fight, Odie, but it's about time to go nighty-night. Oh, lordy. Oh, yeah, I forgot he does that move, too. Okay, I think he snapped out of the, like, yeah, he's out of low stamina, and he's just angry now. Okay, let's see. Ooh, careful. Oh, yeah, see? I didn't register his combo being fully done. That's a big mistake to make against Dogron, is not realizing his combos are all used up. Oh, Lord. Not now, Handler. I can see why that would annoy a few people, is like knowing your health is so low. There we go. A little late with the healing runa, but at least we got it.
Waiting for you back at camp.
Yeah, that was a Dogron, and even at low rank, he's still a fantastic fight that kind of shows you how intense it will start getting. There's a few materials from him. We might as well just gather a little bit before this wraps up, and we're back to base. But overall, a fantastic monster. And again, it'd be nice to see him back in the series, but I don't know if there'd be a way that could do him justice, because he kind of is like this Wolverine monster in a way. Not like X-Men Wolverine, but animal-wise Wolverine. It's just this really angry little guy who does not give a crap what it's up against and goes after everything. I mean, he even tries to tackle Devil Joe. Not that he ever wins in that fight, but it just kind of shows it's Honey Badger, Wolverine sort of thing. It just does not give a crap and goes after any food it can. There we are, back to base.
Where is she? I thought she'd be with you. I'm going out for another look.
No, you're not.
You're okay. I was scared to death.
All right.
Yeah, see, this kind of feels a little out of place to me.
I'm just glad that you're not hurt. Thank you. I was planning to hide until it moved on, but, well, you saved me the trouble. Now, that's enough.
Yeah, it just feels like out of place to me. It'd be different if there was actually,
Now, we had a deal, don't you remember?
like, you see a little bit
Did you learn all
more
you could about the
Odogaron,
map?
like, chasing her into a corner, but
Now tell
there
me
wasn't that at
everything.
all.
What did you feel out there?
I think the Vale is where the monsters come to die. It's their graveyard, and this whole
It is a
land
graveyard, but
ecosystem
I don't know about the
revolves
whole
around
go to it to die, because it looks more like a lot of stuff has just been falling down to it.
Mhm. Here. Come on.
And then Runa
You're
waddling
right.
behind with the
The
bow.
Vale is where monsters come to rest. They sense the end and make their way here. Their bodies become nutrients that feed the coral highlands. From death rises new life, which after a cycle returns to the Vale to die again.
See, this was a nice little contained ecosystem for Monster Hunter. And this is where I really hope they keep the, like, natural
One that
hunter
easily
focus feel
dwarfs
for
any
this
I have ever
franchise.
seen.
Yeah.
I think the
But
context of why
You
you're,
really
like,
considered the important
fighting the
question?
monsters and hunting them
What's that?
plays a big role. And it's where some other games, I think, don't hold
Who's at
up
the
as
heart of
well
it?
comparatively.
What monster could serve as the nutrient
Like, I was
for
talking
a
about Wild
system
Hearts
this large?
last episode, and I think that's where it kind of can feel a bit like that, too.
What's the
Again, I don't know the full
mystery
story of
behind
Wild
the
Hearts,
monster?
but to me, Monster
You know
Hunter just
the
is so
answer.
well contained and
They died
encapsulating in itself. It's just
Bingo,
ticked a
and
lot
Elder's
so
death is the
right, even if it
catalyst.
doesn't, like,
The
do
Vale
big,
is
fancy
Zora
stuff.
Magdaros's resting place. Or at least it should be. The clues are all here, but Zora is nowhere to be found.
It was drawing in energy, storing it as it moved on. Was it trying to deliver it somewhere?
I don't know. But I know who might. The first Wyverians have lived here much longer than us. Seek them out. Look, it's raining life.
This also kind of reminds me of, like, the phenomenon of marine snow, where it's like everything from the upper levels of the ocean just kind of, like, falls down, all organic matter and that, which feeds the very depths. You kind of have a feeling of a system here, where it's just, like, gusts or things up from the Vale
Only
rise
I
up to
could
feed
live
here.
another 300
Almost kind of
years.
like maybe
Maybe that would be
both
just
back and
long
forth
enough to see
system
the
there.
end of this changing of the guard. Friends, you go finish this. I want to stay here a while longer. See what death has to give and life has to bring.
But I do really like the sort of sling rifle. Oh, well, maybe we just came up with a new weapon type, the sling rifle. But yeah, I really like that model and the concept of that. I still feel like if you... Ooh, that's a... You know what? I'm taking a screenshot. That's a pretty good end screen. And one nice thing, too, is... I gotta remember when I do return to Sunbreak, if I want to take good end screen photos, I have to not take the rewards first, because otherwise I get that little bar in the bottom right there, but... Yeah, it is just... It's really nice to be back. Zora Magdaros is up to level 3 for the tracking. And now this is... I think there's only 2 monsters left to hunt in low rank, and then we're back, and then we kind of have the step up to high rank. And there are a couple of big name monsters, too. We'll just see if I initiate the next part of, like, the story stuff, or I can end things off here.
Good to see you.
Okay, yeah, so I gotta go through this. Good work with your field reports on the Coral Highlands and Rotten Vale. If our tracker and the Third's Master both agree about the Rotten Vale, then we can safely assume that's the Elder Dragon's graveyard, so to speak. We should start focusing the Commission's efforts there. The question is where Zora Magdaros is gone if it's not in the graveyard anymore. It does make me wonder how a creature as big as Zora Magdaros, like, doesn't really get followed. I can see maybe it gets too far beyond what you're capable of tracking, but it should still leave a very clear pathway for where it's been, or like a trail behind. And the first Wyverians may be able to answer that question. I looked into it, and the closest sighting of the first Wyverians was in the ancient forest.
You can do this.
Head out there on an expedition and see if you can track them down. Because unfortunately, we're running out of time. I don't know why we're running out of time.
The first Wyverians might be able to tell us where Zora Magdaros is.
Yeah, so we'll tackle everything come next episode of ICE and probably look at trying out some new weapon types as well, like the Gun Lance or others. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. Until I do see you all in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.